Locks are partially opening this week, and some of them delayed by construction. A temporary sewer bypass pipe will project there will be placed at the Fox River near Kaukauna Locks. Officials say boaters can safely navigate through the center of the canal. Construction on the levee at Appleton Lock 2 is keeping all of those locks closed. Those changes are expected to be done, though, by the Memorial Day weekend. Both the Menasha and Rapid Crush locks will remain closed for the season.
The Menasha lock was closed in 2015 voluntarily by the board of directors, and that was due to the presence of the round goby, an aquatic invasive species that got into the system in the 1990s and some sea ballast that was brought in.
Cedars to Combined Locks and Little Chute to Piers Locks will be open for the entire season. We won't